What has been your favourite location that you've shot at that you can think about?
Well, I would say two come to mind. I would say Greece. I was lucky enough very early on in my career. One of my first sort of overseas paid trips as a photographer was a trip to Greece from Australia for it was actually for Dolly magazine back in the day.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was very young, and there was a whole bunch of us went away and from Australia and got on a plane and off we went to shoot some pictures, and it was just magical. I shot there a few times now, but it just, from a light perspective, from a graphics perspective, everything that I love about composing a picture, and the spirit of what I love in pictures happens in Greece, and maybe that's something that's sort of stuck around since I was 11. That's
true.
Something
Could
etched in there. But
could be.
The other place that I really loved, which I've been to a couple of times, is the Maldives. I went there.
Wow.
I mean, it just lends itself to that kind of graphic nature. But in terms of places that I anywhere that I've been in Australia where I've shot in deserts, and that's it's just every place has its kind of charm.
Sure.
And Broken Hill was great too. I went out there a year or so ago, and that was fab. But the other place that really kind of became a favorite for me was Mexico.
Right.
I went to Mexico. It was one of the last travel jobs I was able to do before we stopped traveling. I ended up in Sayulita, Mexico, for a few days shooting a campaign over there, and that was just magic. The light was great, the people were fantastic.
I love Mexicans.
Oh, it was so good, and I think I'm quite keen to get back there, if not for a job, for a holiday, just to go back and not have to stress about the weather or the tides or the
Actually, does that, I'm coming up to 20 seconds, does that happen when you are just not on a job, but you're like, is this light going to last? Is this weather going to...
Well, it does, but it also happens both ways. So sometimes I'll be on a job and I'll be like, I wish I was on holidays, and then sometimes I'll be on a holiday thinking, geez, I wish we were shooting this light. It's like,
I bet.
So it happens. It happens both ways.